For so many Nigerian families, the story of ruthless poverty negotiates each day with compromises. Early hopes of legitimate livelihoods turn out to be the first casualties. Hopes of graduating in schools, hopes of enrolling to learn some vocational skills are cut down viciously. Dreams turn into dust quite early. Faced with the daily agonies of slow starvation and other human indignities in their families, individuals, oftentimes young girls of school age, have revolted with their flesh and dignity altogether just so they can save the family from imminent starvation.
Waiting poor man I see, na hard life black and blue. Hard life black and blue.
These girls take the easiest possible route into the world's oldest trade, the commercial sex enterprise. In cities across Nigeria, this is the reality of a growing number of young women. Fully inducted into the life of sex, drugs, and money, they come in different ages and shapes. They appear in skimpy dresses, look trendy and confident. But their looks belie their daily torture, their personal torments, and the storms that drive them each day. Amid the global lockdown precipitated by the coronavirus pandemic, these tribe of daily income-dependent workers face existential problems. HumAngle toured a few major cities in northern Nigeria to track and speak with some of the women. Their identities are not revealed, and the cameras do not show their faces.
Where I grew up, I was born and bred in Lagos. There, everybody survive for yourself. We moved into the street as early as, so I was in the street very early, in my tender age. So everybody, you just have to go and hustle for yourself.
Sakamakon faɗan da ake a wurin mu ni yar Maiduguri ce. Boko Haram ne suka kashe iyayena.
So from that tender age of 9, I started using protection for me to protect me so that I can be able to sustain the family.
Sabida mama na ta rasu sai matan babana kuma ba ma shiri da su.
In our peculiar society, with the overbearing strain of sanctimoniousness, self-righteous judgments, the young women first into sex for survival frequently contend with adverse social pressures. They face rejection, violence, and exploitation largely.
The first time I bleed so much that day, I was rushed to the hospital by my colleagues. I thought I wouldn't even survive it. The man came from inside, and all I know was that the man did was he just tapped me like this. And he tapped me and he tapped me. And I lose consciousness. I don't know where I was. But the next day, where I found myself on the road, in the bush, on the expressway there. That day I was so scared. When I woke up, I don't know what really happened. Maybe they wanted to use me for ritual or something. It didn't work. So that was what happened that day.
Some of these young women are also products of fractured family structure.
Akwai lokacin da mun shiga unguwarmu ana cewa babana yawon banza muke yi, to abin ya kona min raina. Har ta kai ta kama ma yanzu bana shiga cikin unguwarmu sai dai da daddare. Kuma cikin sabon gari ma akwai wanda muna tare da su suna cin zarafinmu suna gaya mana magana.
Masu zuwa sana'a gurin ku kamar masu maza da suke zuwa gurin ku. Wani ya taɓa dukanki ko yi miki wani abu ko fyaɗe ko wani abu?
Gaskiya akwai wanda ya taɓa duka.
Or victims of cultural repression against women education.
A gaskiya ina so in yi karatu sosai saboda ina so in zama ma'aikaciya INEC.
Dalilin na ce a maida ni makaranta ne. Ce kusata zai je yayo ya kamo a maida ni makaranta. Na ce to shikenan zan koma inda da aka kai ni a maida ni makaranta.
Shekaran da zan gama secondary SS2.
Me yasa kika bari?
Kasancewan ba mai tallafa min a lokacin. Ina wannan shekarun aka kashe mahaifina ba min aure ba a lokacin.
Public sensitization to their plight is low, and hardly does anyone focus on the trauma burden they carry with them.
Akwai cin mutunci. Kamar ni lokacin da na zo na Kano ina bakuwa a rana ɗaya ma 'yan sanda ya suka haye da sai akwai lokacin da 'yan sanda suka kama ni moto 5 ban san ko ina ba wannan yana sauke ni za a ce min in shiga moto. Ni kuma ban san yanayin kan aikin garin nan ba.
From a distance, it is possible to self-righteously judge these ones harshly. But their individual stories echo the same theme: stark, life-threatening poverty. None of these young women would call out the government. The only horizon of existence for them is family survival.
Because my younger ones are still schooling, and my mom is at home. This is what I do to pay rent. If I take risks of sleeping with you like that, and I end up getting COVID-19, that means I'm taking my family back to poverty, and it will not make me happy. Because it's already a personal sacrifice. I've already decided that this is what I want to do as a means of livelihood for them to survive and for them to live and for us to be happy.
Kina so ki daina wannan sana'ar ne?
Ina so.
Saboda me?
Saboda in kare haƙƙin mutuncin iyayena, kuma in kare haƙƙina, in kare haƙƙin 'yan unguwana da haƙƙin 'yan uwana musulmai.
Kin taɓa yin ƙoƙarin ki daina?
Na taɓa yi.
Ina da yara guda 2.
Za su yi shekara nawa?
Ɗaya shekaran shi 5, ɗaya shekaran ta 2 da wani abu.
Yanzu suna hannun wa?
Suna wurin mamar babansu, kakarsu kenan. Ba na fatan ma har su kai lokacin ina rayuwar nan.
Yan yi zuwa sun taɓa kama ki?
Sun taɓa kama ni sau ɗaya.
Sun haɗa ki da iyayenki?
Sun haɗa ni da iyayena, amma matan babana su ba su yadda ba.
Yet, they largely ended up where they are because successive governments made a shipwreck of what ought to be the social contract with the people and have subverted every obligation to fight growing and endemic poverty.
Yes, it has bring the business down. We don't normally have clients. In fact, me myself, I'm talking out of experience now. I don't have clients. The business is bad. I don't make money anymore because of this COVID-19.
Gwamnati za ta tsaya a kan 'ya'yansu, manyan 'ya'yan masu kuɗi, mu kuma 'ya'yan talakawa ba mu. Ya kamata a ce gwamnati ta tallafa mana wajen karatu, wajen tarbiyya, sai mu ma mu ji daɗi.
Ko gwamnati ya kamata ta duba mu, mu ma 'ya'ya ne. Kuma da mu ake fitowa ake nema lokacin da suke neman wannan mukamin. A taimaka mana mu.
A 2019 report by the Brookings Institute highlights how endemic poverty has become in Nigeria. According to available data, nearly 70% of the estimated 200 million Nigerians live in poverty, firmly establishing the oil-producing country as the poverty capital of the world.
One will say, do you want us to go hungry? Who is going to take care of the younger ones? You know they are going to go to school. At the end of the day, I still did not go to school.
Child for my mom, for my family. My dad is late. I'm a street hawker. I stand on the road to make money.
Yanzu ba zance a ce kana samun nawa, kawai irin da dai za ka tafiyar da rayuwarka, ka ci ma ka sha ka biya wurin kwana. A da za ka ci abincin da kake so, za ka sha mai kyau, ka biya wurin kwanan ka, za ka ajiye wani abu kuma.
A gaskiya mutane suna zuwa wajenmu da yawa, amma a yanzu sai wanda dai kuke tare kuka shaƙu shi ne yake zuwa da ya ɗan yi ma da ya daidai gwargwado.
The United States Development Agency, USAID, predicts that following the devastating impact of COVID-19 on fragile economies such as Nigeria, food emergencies and critical aid requirements would likely go up by 25% this year. With COVID-19 destroying the fabric of economic structures in society, there is the fear that more young women will be forced by ravaging hunger into sex for survival in the days ahead.
Woman life, so wahala.